Welcome to today's lesson in which we will take a look at the types of software, how licensing works, and the difference between installed application and web-based or cloud applications. These ideas appear in CAPS from grade 10 to grade 11 and is asked in question 4 and 5 in exam papers. And if you like the video, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Before starting, we first have to distinguish between installed software and web-based software. Installed software is copied to your device and runs from local storage, such as your HDD or SSD. Examples include Microsoft Word installed on your PC or even a desktop game. Web-based applications, also called cloud apps, run mainly in a web browser and usually need an internet connection such as Google Docs, Office 365 Online, or webmail. Your devices and settings are often stored in the cloud, but can be downloaded to your hard drive. Web-based applications do have some advantages, but it's good to remember, first off, that you can access it only with an internet connection and from many different devices, but you require internet. They are usually updated automatically, so you always have the latest versions and features. It's often very easy to share documents and collaborate with others in real time. And because the software runs on the provider service, you don't need to install large programs on your own computer, and you may save local storage space. Like all advantages, there are some disadvantages as well. Web-based apps need a reliable internet connection with enough speed and data. Without internet or with slow links, they may be unstable or very slow. There can be security and privacy concerns because your data is stored on someone else's server. Some web apps do not have all the features of the full desktop version, and they may have some compatibility issues with certain browsers. These points are often used in exam questions that ask for two advantages and two disadvantages of web-based applications. So, when we look at software, there's two types, proprietary or open source. When we look at proprietary software versus open source, proprietary is owned by the company and you only buy a license to be able to use it. And this requires a product key which you need to enter before you can install the program on your hard drive, and the source code is hidden. For open source software, it's free to use. The source is also open and there's also an open source license on it. You can modify and share the software, and the source code is available and can be changed. In addition to proprietary and open source software, CAPS also expects you to know terms like freeware and shareware. Freeware is copyrighted software that you can use for free, but you may not change or sell it. Shareware lets you try the program for free for a limited time or with limited features, and then you must pay if you want to continue with the full version. Examples of freeware include Adobe Reader and Skype, and shareware examples is WinRAR or trial versions, which you get 30 days before you pay. Now let's look at some examples of Office suites. You will remember that an Office suite is a software bundle of related programs which has the similar interface and that you can work with them or between them to copy and paste easily. An example of proprietary Office suites is Microsoft Office. An example of an open source Office suite is LibreOffice, and an example of web-based suite is Google Workspace. Always make sure that you know what the common name is. The common name for this bundle of related programs is an Office suite, and then different examples is Microsoft Office or Libre or Google Workspace. Just like the Office suites, operating systems also has open source or proprietary operating systems. It's good to know the labels as well because they have been asked. So we do have open source OS for phones and for laptops and computers, and what proprietary for phones and laptops and computers. So the first one is Android. Up next to Penguin is Linux. Then comes Windows, which you should know, and Mac OS or iOS. Android is for use on a phone, Linux, PC or laptop, Windows, laptop or computer, Mac OS also laptop, and iOS for an Apple phone. Software is used under different license types. An end-user license, or ULO, usually allows one person or one device to use the software according to the terms they accept when installing it. A site license allows a company or school to install software on many computers inside that organization under one agreement, which is often cheaper than buying one license per computer. Many programs now use a subscription license where you pay a monthly or yearly fee to keep using the software and to receive updates. An example of this is Office 365. Some proprietary software needs a product key before you can use it. A product key is a unique code that you'd have to type in during installation to unlock and activate the software for legal use. The main purpose of a product key is to make sure that only people who have bought a legal copy can use the program. It helps to prevent piracy and to control how many computers install the software under one license. In many cases, you cannot install the software without a valid product key, or the program will run with limited functionality until it is activated. So, if an exam question asks you for the purpose of a product key, you can say, it is used to activate the software for legal use, to prevent illegal copying, and to limit the number of installations under a license. The Creative Commons, or CC, is a type of copyright license used mainly for content, such as text, images, music, and videos. The creator keeps the copyright but allows other people to use or share their work under certain conditions, such as giving credit, not using it commercially, or not changing it. When you download a video or image that is licensed under Creative Commons, you must follow those conditions. CAT exams sometimes ask you to explain what a Creative Commons license is or to distinguish it from a software license. Okay. So now we're going to look at a specific question where it is asked to tell what is the difference between or to compare. This is a typical exam question, and for this one, when you ask what is the difference between, please explain the one and then explain the other, and that's your answer. So what is the difference between a site license versus a Creative Commons, or how does it compare? A site license is usually for software and allows an organization like a school or company to install a program on many computers under one agreement. A Creative Commons license is for content and allows anyone to use and share that content as long as they follow the conditions set by the creator, such as attribution or non-commercial use. Make sure you mention both what they apply to and how they are used. And this is how you ace an exam where we ask you to compare or to show what's the difference. So, why licensing matters? This is asked explicitly or mostly in social implications in question 6. Software licensing is important for legal and ethical reasons. It ensures that people use software legally under the conditions set by the copyright holder. Licensing fees help to support developers and companies so they can maintain and improve the software. Using pirated or illegal copies breaks the license agreement and is considered software piracy, which is both unethical and illegal. These ideas often connect with the social implications topic. I hope this quick table helps you to revise. Installed software runs on your own device and may not need internet all the time, while web-based software runs on the provider's service and usually needs internet but is updated automatically. Proprietary software is owned and controlled by a company, while open source software allows users to see and modify the source code under specific license conditions. Keep this picture in mind when you answer comparison questions. Time to complete the summary. This is best to do from memory without looking at your notes, and it should help you to prepare just before the exam. So the points that I would have made is installed versus web-based applications, the advantages and disadvantages of web applications, proprietary versus open source, end user or EULA site license and subscriptions, and Creative Commons. So, in one sentence or two sentences, software can be installed locally or accessed as web-based applications. It may be proprietary or open source, and it is controlled by licenses such as end-user, site, and subscription licenses for software, and Creative Commons licenses for content. Understanding these categories helps you make informed legal and ethical choices when using software and online resources. Reviewing this each time before a test will make answering license questions much easier. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something in the video. Please subscribe and look out for the next video, which we will take a bit more deeper look at updates, bugs, and flawed software. And as always, any likes, comments, and sharing would really be appreciated, and it helps me to create even more intentional videos. And if you have an idea for a video, please leave it in the comments. Thank you again. Bye bye.